Hello, I'm Dr. James Romain, professor of saxophone at Drake University in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm here with you today to talk a little bit about Modest Mussorgsky's Pictures at an Exhibition, and in particular, Movement 2, Il Vecchio Castello, or The Old Castle. The Old Castle is one of the most beloved and often played excerpt for orchestral saxophonists. We play Bolero, we might play Rhapsody in Blue, perhaps the Berg Violin Concerto once in a while. But maybe the most often played piece for us is this Movement 2 of Mussorgsky's Pictures at an Exhibition. Just in this year, I've had the great fortune to play it with the St. Louis Symphony this fall. I played it with the Minnesota Orchestra in early January, and I'll be playing it with the Chicago Symphony on tour in the upcoming weeks. So this piece is one that gets an awful lot of mileage, both in my own life as a performer this year and for many saxophonists who have the opportunity to play in an orchestra. Mussorgsky wrote Pictures as a solo piano piece in 1874 upon hearing of the death of a friend and fellow artist, Victor Hartmann. Shortly after Hartmann's death, a mutual friend arranged for an exhibition of Hartmann's artworks. Around 400 pieces were shown, and this, for Mussorgsky, helped to ease some of the despair that his friend's death had caused in him, and wrote this piece as a walk through an art gallery. And so the promenade music is walking music, and then we pause at each portrait, Nomus, the Old Castle, and in the Old Castle, he assigns to the saxophone the portrayal of a troubadour singing in front of a medieval castle. This is a watercolor, and the troubadour is singing a melancholic song, and the saxophone music is marked to reflect that character, molto cantabile, con dolore. So this is inward-looking, sweet, sad, but is very much a song. So even though it's instrumental music, it is vocal in character. And so it's important to understand that the saxophone solo parts are woven in and out of an orchestral texture so that the saxophonist does not have complete carte blanche. This is not molto rubato. There is a very established pulse, and in the measure before the saxophone enters, the cellos begin. And that heartbeat provides the foundation for the troubadour's song. In my mind, the image of a troubadour in front of an old castle carries with it grandeur, but fading grandeur, and maybe a tinge of sadness, because this castle is wearing. It's wearing down over the years. It's specified that we use vibrato. It's up to each performer to make a determination as to the character of that vibrato. Is it deep and intense? Is it inside the sound and very subtle? And part of that choice will be informed by what you hear around you in the orchestra. Each orchestra has its own character, and that character is determined by the conductor in front of the orchestra, who shares their vision of the piece, but also very much by the individual personalities of each performer on that stage. So I always keep in mind as a saxophonist that it's not about us, right? We are coming in as relative strangers in a setting with musicians who come to that space every day to work for 5 or 6 hours together. And so it's important for us to fit in a comfortable way. The opportunity for a saxophonist to perform with an orchestra is something that we should really prize and seek out whenever we can. If you have the chance to play with your school's orchestra, jump on that chance. If you have an opportunity as a saxophonist to work on your doubling as a clarinetist or flutist, you might also have opportunities to expose yourself to music that might not be part of the solo saxophone repertoire that you're focusing on. Any chance that you have to play this particular solo, the Old Castle, take it. Mussorgsky wrote a beautiful melody, and Ravel orchestrated it in such a colorful and innovative way. And so it was a brave and fabulous choice on Ravel's part to give us this beautiful featured melody in the Old Castle. So I hope you enjoyed this brief session together, and best of luck to you.